Hey guys, welcome to Bar Z. My name's Stan. Long time no smell. So I'm just finishing up an industrial finishing system. This is literally my last day. It's actually kind of quiet here. I had time to grow a beard. I don't want any Uncle Jesse comments. But that's what Stan looks like now, because I went from not shaving since I got here to the beginning of November, and now it is no shave November. But I'm walking down to the end of the line right now. We did an industrial finishing line, and I'm going to walk you through the whole thing from our end of it, start to finish. I'm at an undisclosed location, and I'm not going to tell you where I'm at. But I'm going to flip the camera around and keep talking to you a little bit. This line is 1,400 feet long, and we are washing, drying, powder coating, gelling, curing, and cooling down on this line. All right, and there it is behind me, quite a bit of it. And it's just another industrial washer, but this is what I've been up to for last 3 months. And my, how things have changed. But I'm sorry I've been off YouTube for a while. I've been really busy with this project. And between that and juggling and moving, you know, I'm still doing that. All right, so let's turn the camera around and have a look at what we did. Okay, so the parts start off here on this line. It's an elevated conveyor line, nothing to do with us. We start right here. And this is a stainless steel washer. Actually, it's a composite washer. It's polyethylene and stainless steel. The conveyor is all stainless. And all these little rollers have over on the other side, there's a drive chain down there that links one to the other. So all those rollers roll at the same speed. Stage 1 tank, stage 1 pump, stage 1, they got a little bag filter here just to clean up some of the crap out of the water. First stage usually gets really dirty. They're coming out of sandblast, so they're going to be dirty. There's a stage 2 rinse. Stage 3 rinse. And then we were responsible for RO water, so that's reverse osmosis water. And there's a holding tank right there for the RO water. So that thing makes an impressive 8 gallons a minute. So that thing's pretty good. That thing will fill that tank in about 24 hours. Not bad for RO water. Stage 4 is a zinc phosphate wash. This one is actually subterranean. It sits in a pit. There's one of the waste pumps there to pump the waste out down in the hole. And this is a much larger stage. And they're doing a zinc phosphate wash in this stage. So we use a centrifuge here to extract the zinc out of the water after the zinc is all spent. So that is a very large 10 horse centrifuge control. And the stage 4 washer has multiple pumps. It's probably too dark to see down in the tank. Oh, you can see the troughs. There's like funnels at the bottom so we can extract all the zinc. And out of that other pump I showed you, we can send it over to this tank. This we call this a crash tank. This will hold everything from stage 4. If we need to get it out of there, if our water gets fouled, whatever, we can extract the water, work on the tank, and put it back. So that's a crash tank. Won't get used much, but it's there if we need it. We've got service doors at a few intervals. There's a service door at every ladder, yellow ladder you see down there. There's air knife blow-offs. there's bulkhead doors right there so they can get in and service. And there's a washer section there with all the nozzles. What are we up to? This is stage 5, that's a rinse. Stage 6, that's a rinse. Stage 7, that is a sealer. We've already got water in the tanks. They're doing leak tests. So far we passed all our leak tests. We got an air knife blow off, that little filter regulator there. There's one of those in between each washer section. So we do blow off in between each washer section. And now we're at the end of the washer. And this is an actual air knife here and here. These are adjustable. You undo these screws and you can tip it any way you want. And that's being run by the motor right over there. Come on, turn. There it is. There's a motor there that's hooked up by a belt-driven turbocharger. It's literally a turbocharger. When I tell you that thing pumps out the air, I ain't kidding. Okay, that's the end of this conveyor here. After this, the parts pass off of here and onto this one. This is an electric infrared oven. And all these clamshells that are open actually get closed after the lamps go in it. There's bulbs that go in up there and down there as the parts pass through. So this is an electric oven to dry the parts out. And then this is the end of the IR. There's no more infrared after this. Right here is the end of the oven. Because that oven's a good 32 feet long. In case you want to see the control for an infrared oven, there's your control right there. Bunch of parallels. Boatload of SSRs up all the way up the side. So each lamp array has its own SSR. And then they come out here with cooling fins. And they got cooling fins outside. I'm hitting this roll-up door. We got a roll-up door there. And let me hit the lights in here. And here you got a powder booth. The parts come through. This is I don't think it's plexiglass. It's some kind of polycarbonate. Those are all spray guns there. This powder booth is by Nordson. So it's got two little stainless steel vestibules and then just an acrylic spray chamber. And that module down there on the bottom is what collects all the powder. Then out of this, so it gets passed off from the roller type conveyor over to these spikes. These spikes are designed so the parts sit on them without disturbing the finish. So these spikes are continuous through the rest of the line. And it runs down to, there's another oven right outside that opening there. I'll let you take a look at the clean room. We did the clean room too. It's got two 40-ton AC units inside. The AC guys are still over here charging this one. They got the side of it off. They're putting a line set in there. There's an HMI over there. If you don't know what an HMI stands for, that's Human Mechanical Interface. And let's get out this door. See, and everything's coming through that portal from powder and into another infrared oven here. And again, the clamshells are open. There's one clamshell that's closed right here. And you can see our clearance in there. It's really tight. So it runs another 32 feet down here. They call this a gel oven. This is to get the powder to just set, just slightly gel. And here it goes through, and then it goes through an air knife here. Now this is a conventional gas-fired cure oven, and you're probably not gonna be able to see much down there. That is a dark hole. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And this oven is 140 feet long, something like that. So there's some dwell time in there. We got 2 service doors in the oven. Kind of get a peek in there. Hey, that's a good looking truck. And at the end of this, there's cool down, and they're up there. We ran those 42s through the roof. Those are 4 42s, 2 of them pushing in, 2 of them pulling out. Another service door. And then out here is just a very simple, they call it a cool down tunnel. So it's just air pushing in, air pulling out. And this thing's only 35 some feet long. But like I said, they got 42-inch blowers on it, so there's gonna be a lot of airflow in there. These 2 middle ones are the exhaust. And we had to use elbows to get them out. It was a pain in the butt. These things are no fun to get in. And on the ends, we got pushers. Those push the air in. And out here where the end of this line is, where you see this blue conveyor, that's the end of the line for us. And due to recent cutbacks, the light at the end of the tunnel has been turned off. All right, you guys, hope you enjoyed that. I know you haven't seen me in quite a while. This is what I've been up to. I've been so busy, I haven't had time to even do any updates or anything on YouTube. But I thought you might like to see what I've been up to and where I've been. Still working on a relocating. House is up for sale. No good offers yet. Found a place down in Alabama I'm pretty horny for right now. And we're leaving from here. I'm going straight down to Alabama. So I'm hopefully get this uploaded before I hit the road. My wife's flying into Atlanta, and then we're supposed to go meet and see what the hell's going on with our new place. All right, appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next one.